What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-host, John, Luke, Josh. What's up, boys?
What up?
Let's go. I'm feeling good today, guys.
We missed you yesterday, JL, but we're glad to have you back today, and you are back in time to play some poll perception with our very special guest who is joining us. She's a lifestyle writer for the Commish FFP. You can find her work at thecommishbrand.com. At Kelly in Phoenix, a.k.a. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today. Glad to have you on.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
We're excited to have you. Fellow Ravens fan down here, JL. I don't know if you missed that pre-show.
I did not.
Yeah. Fellow Ravens fan. We're dominating you, Simon. How's that make you feel? Get out of here, Browns.
That's okay. You know what? It's been Browns against the world for a while now, so I'm not it's not new territory for me.
The funny part is the rest of the world doesn't really view it like that. They're just like, there's no verses. Yeah, exactly.
The Browns are just existing there. Guys, starting off hot, we've got Craig in here coming in. He says, I don't have a pun for you today. I've got a trade question. Trade question to start the day. And Craig, we were discussing this a little bit before the stream started. Team is somewhere in the league's middle. PPR, 1 QB, 12 teams, no tight end premium. I have Andrews, Hawk, and dart throws. Trade Hawk for a 22 first. Josh, what do you think about this? You were talking a little bit about it ahead of time.
So, I mean, in a dynasty league, right, being in the middle is kind of the worst place to be. I mean, I'm sure you don't know if you're going to be able to win a championship at this point, but if you're in the middle, like you're getting a middling draft pick and you're not going to win a championship. So you either got to make a decision one way or the other. And this is maybe a way you think you can, go into rebuild mode almost. But TJ Hawkinson's a young, talented tight end that I think everyone wants on their team. And I don't know if a first round pick next year, not knowing where that is, if I knew it was a top 3 pick, then yeah, that's probably fair value. But I don't think I could do this trade. I think I need more.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, Josh. I would a little bit more in return, and I would probably trade Andrews, but again, whichever one you like better, they're similarly valued right now. I'm just a little bit more of a Hawk believer. Kelly, what about you? What do you think about this trade?
I had to reread the question a couple of times, but seeing that it's not tight end premium, I understand why you'd want to trade one of those two talented tight ends, but I still agree, being that Hawk is young, you could probably get more.
I agree. John, Luke, you in agreement here, or do you would you make that trade?
Nope, I'm in agreement.
All in agreement, Craig.
Or just maybe another wide receiving option, maybe, especially if you don't have a lot of. It sounds like you don't have a lot of depth otherwise. So
maybe you could get a Pittman and a first or something along those lines, like one of those wide receivers.
Now we're talking, Simon. Now
we're looking at breaking out possibly this year. That could be something you look at. We got J Wall in the chat saying, "Let's get it." JL knew we were going to put J Wall up on the screen next, and he said, "I'm out of here." And Anthony's agreeing with us, saying he'd want a little bit more. Craig said, "Did y'all see that Lamar Jackson got cut yesterday?" I'm waiting for the punchline, or if there's something else going on.
No,
here.
I mentioned it. I said it. Lamar Jackson did get cut. The cornerback on the Jets.
There you go. Kev's in here. Bird up. What's up, Kev? And Dave Toronto said, "I can't look at JL without picturing that pic with that face he made that I refuse to describe." Yep, that's it, Jay.
Nailed it.
Hey, Dave.
What's up, NBA? Welcome in. Glad to have you. He said, FYF family rock. It's the FYF family, and we do rock. Yeah. We're killing it. And Kev saying, sup, NBA. Jay Wall coming in saying, not the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, you silly goose.
Silly goose.
And NBA, here's my other Browns fan.
Get out
Browns will take over Ravens this season. We will have our head up high this season. Simons, love your spectacular t-shirt. Very splashy. Love it. Great to see you back, JL. It is kind of splashy.
That is the perfect adjective for that shirt. I don't know why, but
splashy?
Yeah.
It is splashy.
Wait, is mine not?
And Jason, Josh tried to pull that on me earlier, Craig. Did you try that joke earlier?
It's trashy.
I did. I think I did it to both Jay and JL.
You did.
We were just real quick talking. I was just like, yeah, you hear Lamar Jackson got cut. They're like, what am I missing? They were like you, Simon. I'm waiting for the punchline.
Classic. Guys, today we are going to be playing some poll perception. We've got one thing to get to. Josh, I believe you have some news for us based on stuff that's gone down. So you want to run through our quick news segment, and then we will play poll perception.
Just real quick. I want to go over a couple things that happened in the last day or so. So the Eagles, they're waiving wide receiver Travis Fulgham. This is somewhat relevant. He was pretty good last year, right? So it's a little bit of a surprise to see him go, but nothing I want to really dwell on here. The Saints, this is a little bit bigger. They're placing Michael Thomas on the PUP list, and it will sideline him for at least the first 5 games of the season. So I think there were some people out there that were thinking, hey, maybe he's progressing through his injury a little quicker than people expect, and maybe he'll be out there. So we know he's going to miss at least the first 5 games. So I don't know if there's anything you guys wanted to point out there. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Continue as we assumed.
In redraft, I'm not stashing Michael Thomas. I'd rather have that extra, roster spot, and I would leave him if he's still on the waivers around week 4 or something, or once we get more information, then I would look into picking him up.
Real fast, are you guys excited about Jameis Winston at all?
Yeah.
What about you? Yeah,
Simon, very excited.
Yeah, I am. I'm very excited about Jameis Winston this year. The only worry, I want to see a week, but you don't really have that option before drafting them. But again, you don't have to spend up. I want to make sure they're not bringing in Taysom Hill on all of those goal line packages just to steal the touchdowns at the last second, which is a very real possibility. But if they just let Jameis go out there, Taysom loves packages. Sean Payton loves Taysom's packages that he can put out on the field. But But if I need to see a week, but the upside is massive, right? We've seen him throw 30 plus touchdowns in a season. And if Sean Payton can get in his head a little bit, then we could have a fantasy superstar there in New Orleans.
But doesn't that sound very Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, doesn't it sound very much like when Lamar came on to the Ravens and it was like that 3rd down touchdown? It's not in the realm of not happening. So
yeah.
I will say Taysom Hill come out and made some comments about wanting to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. So maybe there's some apprehension there. Maybe he's like a little pissed off. Sorry, excuse my language. The Saints aren't allowing him to do that. And maybe he doesn't even want to be in those packages. I don't know. So I don't know.
Do you get the choice at that point, though?
No, you don't.
Do you want to play in the NFL or not?
Yeah. Don't get greedy now, Taysom.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. How about we get to some bigger news real fast here? The Patriots have released Cam Newton.
Whoa.
Woo-wee! So Mac Jones season, I personally think this improves all the weapons for the Patriots. Mac Jones, most accurate quarterback in college football history. Kelly, do you have any interest in Mac Jones in a fantasy context?
So I have thought he's the weirdest kid. Every time
favorite dish is butter noodles.
It was just from the Instagram photos and watching the draft, and he's sitting there like the kid with nobody to sit at lunch, and I felt so bad for him. And I'm like, what is wrong with this kid that nobody wants to sit with him? And then all of a sudden, everybody's all about him, and then he goes out there and he plays really well. So how do you reconcile those feelings? I don't know.
I couldn't agree more. That's a fantastic way to put it.
That's the perfect way to describe Mac Jones.
Yep.
Completely agree.
Dodgeball material.
You think Cam Newton lands with another team? I don't see how he can be a starter within our team. Outside of the Texans. I don't see how it happens.
I bet he ends up a backup somewhere. He could go to the Texans, but I think they recognize, even with Cam Newton, this is a lost season, and they're not gonna go out and try to sign Cam. I mean, what are the Texans conceivably going to do with Cam Newton on the roster? Come in 4th in the division by less? I'm not entirely sure what their game plan is. But I think Cam could land a good backup job on the Cowboys or the Giants or something like that. The Giants, it could be a backup with the plan where if Daniel Jones isn't working out, Cam Newton can step in. Or on the Cowboys, their backup QB situation is bad. And if that goes down, having a quarterback like Cam that would kind of fit into that system would be great for them.
I'm a little concerned. I just don't think I don't think Cam wants to be a backup. And I think that's part of the reason why he was released. But I didn't think about the Giants yet, Simon. I like that. Daniel Jones, I'm not saying he plays similarly to Cam, but they both can, run a little bit. They both can air it out. And there's always that possibility that Cam is just the better quarterback in that situation. So fine with that. So real fast, a couple other things. The Washington football team released both running back Peyton Barber and wide receiver Antonio Gandy-Golden. I think the Antonio Gandy-Golden news was kind of shocking to me a little bit because he was a higher draft pick last year, but nothing much to talk about there. And then Trey Lance, expected to miss 1 week after chipping a bone in his finger. I don't know. That's concerning to me. I think people that thought he could be the week 1 starter have to kind of temper their expectations.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Josh. I think likely by a quarter of the way into the season, we'll still see Trey Lance. I think that's what most people have been projecting.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping for week 1, but guess we're not going to get that now. We just get some T-Law and some Mac Jones and some Andy Dalton as well. It's looking like we'll have to wait for Fields and Lance.
Man, that's like ordering like baked ziti and getting butter noodles. That's exactly what that's like.
Zach Wilson. Man, I feel so bad. I always Zach Wilson's been the forgotten rookie quarterback, but he's probably been the most impressive through this preseason. So I'm excited to see what he can do. Sorry, Trey Lance. We're going to have to wait. It's Zach Wilson's
That's all I
time
wanted
to
to talk about. Just wanted to share some news with everyone, and here we are.
There we go.
Wilson.
And Tim says,
he's just another one of those kids, though, where you're like,
no, he's
Mac
got
and
friends,
Zach.
though. He's got friends.
They don't sit at the same table.
No,
but they're each alone at their own tables.
His mom writes his name in his underwear before he
And
goes
his
out
lunch
to
bag
camp.
when he goes to training camp every day.
Sweetie.
absolutely, 100%. You're cracking.
I'm making fun of him, but I love those messages from my mom when I was growing up.
I do them for my kids, so
They're
I
the
don't know
best.
why I think it's so funny.
Yeah. Well, your kids are probably a little bit younger than Zach. But I'm not sure. I don't want to make any assumptions.
They are.
Okay, good. That could have been bad.
Schmid14 has a question for us. Does this MT news boost Marquez Callaway's fantasy value? Marquez Callaway's fantasy value.
A little bit. Sure. A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, someone has to catch the ball there.
Away, to be honest with you. Marquez, his fantasy value, I've seen him get drafted pretty freaking high in a couple of places, and I just think it's getting a little carried away. He's had so he's looked good in the preseason, right? But we'll see how it translates on the field. I think he'll be good. Just don't expect greatness out of him.
Welcome in, Prue. Glad to have you. He said, I'm late today, but he's coming in and saying, Quez Watkins to the moon with the Fulgham news. Yeah, that is definitely a thing that might happen, Prue. Quez Watkins maybe more likely like about 10 feet in the air. Maybe he's just on a trampoline. I'm not projecting him to the moon, but any of you guys have any interest in Quez Watkins?
3-story building. Let's put him
3 stories is still pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not close to the moon.
Anthony said, guys, I finally figured it out. JL looks like Buzz Lightyear. Simon looks like Woody, and Josh looks like Forky.
I am Forky.
Spot
I
on,
did see
Josh.
that movie.
Spot on.
I'll take it. I'll take Forky.
My mom in here says, not in my underoos though. She never wrote my name in my underoos.
Nope.
Just the notes in the lunchbox.
Scott coming in said he was late and missed the first 12 minutes. Unfortunately, there's no way to ever find out what happened. Yeah,
it is gone.
It's gone forever. You'll never be able to see it. Schmidt said, thanks for the insight, boys. I'm buying my Callaway stock low. And just a heads up, this man right here picked up Marquez Callaway in every league I'm in with him 3 weeks ago, before all of the breakout stuff happened. So enjoy the rewards of that smart pickup, Hunter. That was awesome. Guys, Kelly, we brought you here today to play some poll perception. JL is going to be leading the charge on that. But before we jump in, I want to remind everyone watching, if you like playing these games with us, like our faces, or want to come in and make fun of us more, we are live every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time on our YouTube channel at Front Yard Fantasy. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you don't miss another one of these again. John Luke?
And Fridays.
I'll pass it off to you. And Fridays.
Oh, yeah,
Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern
Fridays.
time on FanDuel. We are live there as well.
Every Friday
guys.
at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we play games on FanDuel.
We do the exact same thing we do all the time.
Stuff, you know?
Welcoming
Just
FanDuel to Arizona, by the way.
Yes.
There we go.
Shout out to Stacey Stern for
Shout
working so
out.
hard. She's a director of government affairs at FanDuel and an Arizona native, and she is like single-handedly like forces these states to legalize mobile sports betting and DFS. So shout out to Stacey Stern,
The first lady of fantasy sports. She is the bomb.com.
My hero.
Okay, guys. We are playing poll perception. Before I hand it off to JL, I'm going to explain the rules. JL found 7 polls for us ahead of time before this show. They're NFL or fantasy related. What he's going to do is he's going to ask one of us about one of these polls. He will read the poll to us and then ask us to tell him the percentage of people that chose side A. The closer you are, the more points you get. The other 2 contestants will be responsible for saying whether they think the actual answer is higher or lower than the guess from the other contestant. If you are correct, you will get 2 points for correctly picking the over-under. We'll do 6 rounds like this, and then in the 7th round, everyone will write their answer down. We're all guessing a number, and whoever's closest gets 5 points unless they hit it right on the head, and they get 10. And that's the game. The one with the most points at the end wins.
Real fast. Is this true? Breaking news. Chris turned into Minnesota. Did that happen? Like
I don't know. They come in and lie to us so often.
I know. Are they messing with us? I don't know, because that's kind of decent news. Yeah. I guess it boosts Chris.
Yes, it is true. By Ian Rappaport, it is confirmed true 2 minutes ago.
Wow.
All right. Also, Scott Fish came in and said it is true, Josh. I'm sure you're okay with it, right?
So I guess it was a mistake spending all of my fab on Tyler Irving. Or Conklin,
it absolutely was.
Tyler Irving.
Tyler Irving Smith Jr. Tyler Conklin.
You ready?
Conklin. Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Kelly, would you like to go first, second, or third?
I will go first.
Go first.
First.
All right.
All right. I like it.
All
That's
right. Josh, first or second or third?
Give me a second.
Second? Dang it.
I don't want you to move anything around. You know,
you made me move everything around.
Well, I didn't know what you typed up already, JL.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
All right. There we go. All right.
Let's go.
Don't subscribe. It's a trap.
That was pretty fun.
It's definitely a trap. All right, Kelly, are you ready for your first poll?
All right.
All right, here it is. Who is a better QB right now? Gardner Minshew or Jalen Hurts? And this one comes from Twitter.
Okay. And I'm guessing the percent.
Oh, yes. So, I'm sorry. What percentage of the public chose Gardner Minshew over Jalen Hurts in this poll?
Oh, okay.
So we're always guessing side A on these.
All right. Who chose Gardner Minshew over Jalen Hurts? I am going to say 41%.
41%. Okay. Joshua, is the actual percentage over or under 41%?
Listen, I love Gardner Minshew. You know, he looks really sexy in those jorts. You know, he's got the great mustache. We work with his brother, Tim Minshew.
Tim
over
Minshew,
here.
yes.
Not actual brother, but you know what I'm saying. Pretty much the same person. But Jalen Hurts can run the ball. I mean, the question is who's a better quarterback right now, right? Who's a better quarterback? So I guess that does throw some like way over to Gardner Minshew, because Jalen Hurts, he's going to be a better fantasy quarterback if they were both starting, because he does rushing ability. But I got to take the under. I got to say that more people are choosing Jalen Hurts. I guess he's just the starter right now, right?
All right. Josh taking under. Simon, is the actual percentage over or under 41%?
Man, I do think that's a good line. And maybe if this was a starter that there was less like hype about in the fantasy community, like a Daniel Jones or a different entrenched starter in the NFL, I think enough people would be like tired of him to go the Gardner Minshew route. But Hurts is still kind of like fresh and hot, and people are excited about him. So I'm going to take the under, but I think it's close. I think you're right near that number, but I'm going to take the under as well.
All right. Simon taking the under. Kelly guessing 41% of the public chose Gardner Minshew over Jalen Hurts as who is the better quarterback. We had some good guesses here in the chat. JWall23.
Were they good?
Well, who knows? Craig, 36. Some random guy came in here, 36. Brew, 38%. Albert, 27%. Tim with sup percent.
Close.
I think you were saying sup to the Gardner Minshew.
For sure. And Anthony with 18%.
Wow, that's low. That's low.
All right. Well, the actual percentage that shows Gardner Minshew over Jalen Hurts as the better quarterback right now. 56%.
What?
56%.
You know what? Here's what my thought process, even going 41, was that everybody was like, Gardner Minshew, woo, woo, woo. And there was all of this sudden excitement. And I'm like, what universe are we in right now?
Well, I think we got to realize it's not a fantasy quarterback question. Oh, Scott got it spot on.
It is
That's
a
incredible.
Twitter. It's a Twitter fantasy fanalist question, which is
who's a
why I
better
went
quarterback, right? So
Nice
that's
job.
true. Wow.
I would have missed that by a mile. Like gotten like I would have guessed.
that was within 15.
No, that was,
Yeah, you still get a point.
Exactly within 15. So you get 1 point, and you trip these dupesters down here, and you got they both got 0 because they both incorrectly guessed the under.
This was
Well,
from
yeah.
Twitter
Man.
too. There's
This is from Twitter. Yes,
I mean, Gardner
Kelly-
Minshew might be able to throw a more accurate ball. Maybe.
it's that's possible. That could be why the results of that poll were the way that they were.
Anthony said, was this Reddit? This makes no sense. People are shocked by the poll. But yeah, I guess, Josh, what you're saying makes sense. Samuel does have a question for us before we get into our next poll. Would you guys rather have DK and Lockett as your receivers or Mike Evans and Julio Jones? So would you rather have both the Seahawks receivers on your fantasy lineup or Mike Evans and Julio Jones?
I don't like the question.
I think you can, like, both of these are good receiving sets to have. Like, we had a similar question yesterday about players on the same team, or maybe that was on a different stream. But my thought process is that just limits your upside, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad starting lineup. You can find upside elsewhere. It'll give you a little more stability with DK and Lockett. You've got twice the chance of securing one of those Seahawks touchdowns if you've got both those receivers over there. But I think I would go Mike Evans and Julio Jones. I'm still high on Evans, and I like Julio in that Tennessee offense, and you're not limiting your upside. I don't view it as a downgrade at receiver to have more upside. It's like a pretty even one, and there's just slightly more upside with the receivers on different teams. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I have apart from DK, the rest of those receivers are all in the same tier, and that's a tier below DK. So DK to me is the best player in this trade. So it's going to depend on your team. I would lean towards what Simon said, absolutely, about just like diversifying here. And the only exception to that is if you're absolutely loaded at wide receiver and you already have depth to handle that, then I'm going to take the best player.
He says, I'm stacked everywhere. I don't need much upside. So then probably the DK and Lockett side.
To what you said, it's DK. It's DK is the best option. And I actually think it DK, Mike Evans, Lockett, then Julio. So it's DK and Lockett for me.
I'm with you on that, Josh.
Yeah.
Same order. What do you think, Kelly?
I just get anxiety when I have too many players on the same team because
Yes.
all I can think about is the bye week and then filling it in with whatever garbage I put on my bench.
Or like when the Seahawks play the Giants and you're just screwed.
It's just a hot mess. I'm over here like sweating thinking about it.
Is that the superstar?
Hey, no,
Yes.
that's just me every show. So
That movie was a crucial part of my childhood. Like every scene of it, we used to have cafeteria lunch dance scene. We used to walk around doing this all the time. I love that you just pulled that out as like what you do when you're nervous. That's awesome.
And Jay said DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that was one of my less proud moments on the stream, but that's okay. Anthony,
I was very proud for you.
Yeah, Samuel, if you are stacked elsewhere, I would go with the DK and Lockett side of that trade. It sounds like most people here agree, but it can make you nervous on other weeks. I like Mike Evans more than most people, so that could push me more to that side, like I said, but you really can't go wrong with either set of receivers there.
And I think Mike Evans is close enough to DK Metcalf, but it's DK Metcalf. Yeah. It's a different tier. It's a different tier.
All right, we're moving on. Josh, are you ready for your next poll?
Yes.
First poll, I guess. All right, here it is. How many games will the Saints win this season? Under 9 or over 9? What percentage of the public chose that the Saints will have under 9 wins this season?
9. So there's 17 games they're playing this year. So this would mean that they're winning.
Kelly.
Troy's the man, right? Right, Kelly? You must know already.
I love me some Troy.
Troy is the man.
Me too.
Is it who? I need to find the person out there that doesn't like Troy. I'm sure there's one or two, right, Troy?
There's got to be
know better than me.
a ton.
But so this is saying that the Saints would win. It's asking if the Saints will win or lose more than half their games, pretty much, right? Because it can be 9-8 or 8-9. I'm gonna go with the under. I think with
you have to guess a percentage, so that might be hard. I'm not sure what under. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was my fault.
I'm gonna go with under 9.
That was my fault for asking a poll that has under and over in it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with under 9. And I'm gonna say that 54% of people said under 9.
All right, 54%. Simon, is the actual percentage over or under 54%?
I think because it's preseason, we're coming off of Jameis being named the starter. Even with the Michael Thomas news, there's going to be a little bit more optimism. Like I feel like this is the time for team optimism. So I'm going to say it'll be slightly on the B side. So I'll take the under, that even fewer people selected under 9 wins than Josh said.
All right, on the B side. I like that. Kelly, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 54%?
I'm going to go with under 54%. I think there's a lot more Saints fans out there than we're giving credit for. Mm-hmm. And also just exactly what you're talking about with the excitement of the starting quarterback being named, going under.
All right. Kelly locking in the under. Josh also going under on Simon's guess of 54%.
Opposite, but same thing. Simon's going under my guess of 54%.
Yes, under of the under.
I'm going under of the over.
Yes.
Under of the over.
Oh, this is gonna
I can't handle it.
Anthony's saying this was the most confusing poll perception question ever. Congrats. Yeah, that's when I was talking. I was like, I'm gonna go under Josh's guess on the under by taking the B side, which is the over. But my guess is under because I would pick over. My guess is under.
I feel like it's especially bad that I did not even recognize that until we were already mid-poll. Like I put the poll together and it never once crossed my mind this was going to be confusing.
Typed it in.
If Simon gets a point, then I get a point.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's
and
how
it would be 2 points.
Playing defense.
Yeah. Craig in here, 58%. Jay Wall, 59%, tailing Craig's guess. Albert, 46%. Brew with 52. Anthony with 43. Jay with 67. And Bird Up Kev with 62. And then he just goes, nervous. Shit. I don't know what that was for, but I like it.
Me either.
Agreed, Kev. But you know what? I 100% agree with him.
Yeah.
Shit.
Definitely.
All right. Well, the actual percentage that shows that the Saints will win under 9 wins this season. 61%.
Hey,
Josh,
let's go.
I'm shocked.
Me too.
Well done. Well played, Josh.
Thank you.
And shout out Kev with the guess of 62%, 1 percentage point off.
So that was J Wall was 2 percentage points off.
Wait, Scott got it spot on.
Yet again, that's incredible, Scott.
Undefeated.
Every single time you just come in and get it exactly.
I wish you could do that on the stream and be a good teammate and we could win.
We haven't played a team poll perception in a while.
We have to do that maybe next week.
Yeah, I think Scott and John
Fish.
Scott Fish was on last time we played team poll perception, right?
John Laub probably.
Yeah, and there we go. I was trying to remember who the other person was. That was a fun time.
I just like the team dynamic of like you trying to kind of work together to get there. And when 2 people disagree, it's so funny.
It is like you and Brad.
Oh,
There we go.
Brad hates you. Oh yeah,
Love
John
you,
Bosch.
Brad.
It was John Bosch. I'm such a dingus. Of course, it was John Bosch.
That's
That
the
was
first name,
that was
I thought
that was
I
an
think he
awesome
crashed
stream.
the other
right there.
John's stream too, if I'm not
Then
mistaken.
maybe that's why I was confused. Scott crashed a couple different Johns. He's just got a thing for the Johns on our stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
John Luke.
Whoops, I forgot to change the score. Josh, you were 7 percentage points away, so you get 3 points, my friend. Kelly, you still have your 1, and Simon, you still got your 0. Your big old 0.
I'm a fourth quarter. I'm a fourth quarter kind of guy, anyways. It's all about the comeback.
All right, well, now's your chance. You ready for your bowl?
Let's do it.
All right, here it is. Which rookie do you prefer this year? Trey Sermon or Michael Carter? What percentage of the public chose Trey Sermon?
I took both these guys in my one fantasy draft back to back. By the way, this weekend I had the number 1 overall pick. It was probably like my 10th and 11th picks in a 10-man league, and I took them back to back. Just to give you some context, Simon.
Yeah, I was just about to say, well, these guys are going in a fairly similar place in drafts from what I can remember. It comes down to some personal preference on who you're taking first. Man, this one is tough. I'm going to say the whole Kyle Shanahan running back narrative is going to push Trey Sermon a little higher up instead of the Jets narrative, which is never positive or hasn't been yet. I'll say 64% chose side A, 64% on the Trey Sermon side.
All right, 64%. Kelly, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 64%?
such a hard number there. I'm just going to go with the amount of chatter that I'm seeing in my feed, and it seems to lean Trey Sermon. So I'm going to go over, but probably not that much over.
All right. Joshua?
I'm having trouble with this one. I'm having a lot of trouble with this one.
You just took both these guys back to back.
Yeah. Michael Carter. That's what I'm saying. Like, I took him back to back. That means I kind of value him pretty similarly. So in my mind, it's pretty close to 50-50. I think there's a better chance that Michael Carter wins that starting role than Trey Sermon. I kind of think that an injury has to happen, and the 49ers, they know their injuries very well. So, if it happens for Trey Sermon, I love him. I like him more than Michael Carter, but I think Michael Carter it can happen more naturally with him. So I don't know what to do. I'm gonna take the over as well. I'll take the over as well.
Taking the over. And before
you and me, Kelly. You and me.
Yep.
Together.
Guys, before the answer is revealed, I wanted to come in and reveal this. I just checked it. It is true. The Packers have waived their first-round draft pick from 2 years ago, Jordan Love. The one that they moved up to go get in the draft is no longer a Packer. He is cut. What the hell is that organization doing? What were they doing drafting him, and now he's gone? That's more shocking than Cam Newton getting waived in my mind after they moved up to get him.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe this. I'm truly shocked. I thought Jay was messing with us whenever he posted that in there.
Can we trust Jay?
I looked it up on I found something from is that a fake Adam Schefter account? I am going to be so upset if that's a fake Adam Schefter account. I think it's a fake Adam Schefter account.
J-Wall came in with the oh my, he was cut right here.
Okay, guys, we will have to double confirm that. I've seen multiple tweets, but that seems so shocking. If that is true, holy cow. Jay
just came in and said, oh crap, it is.
It is what?
It's a fake Schefter account. Fake.
Wow.
I was about to be shocked. That's just dumb. Like, you could get something in a trade for him, right?
Damn it, Jay.
Now I look like a doofus. You're fired, Jay.
I said we can't trust the news coming from the chat. We never have, and we never will.
The worst part was I found a tweet to confirm it, but it was from a fake Schefter account, and there we go. Well, the Rappaport one earlier was real. This Schefter is not real. NBA rigged, it is not real. It's not real. It's fake. It's not real. I apologize for that.
Please. All right, moving on from that fakeness.
Take a breather.
Roller coaster.
Got all hot and bothered over here.
All right, so where were we? I think
I don't know.
We got all our guesses in.
Oh yeah.
Simon gets 64%. Both of you took the over.
Yep.
And now we got some guesses from the chat. We got Anthony with 78%, Jay Wall with 48%, Brew with 77%, Albert 70%, Craig with 60%, And doesn't matter what Jay said because he's a dirty, dirty liar. So, but he had 80%. So the actual percentage, Josh Houston reportedly getting cut at the gym daily.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks. You're the man.
All right. Well, the actual percentage that shows Trey Sermon over Michael Carter as the rookie that they prefer is
anticipation.
75%.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's great, actually. That's great for us, Kelly, because Simon only gets 1 point and we get 2.
Simon, you were 11's percentages points away, which gives you 1 point. Josh and Kelly, you both correctly guessed the over-under, so you each get 2 points. Well done.
And per Untitled Chapter, the United States has just been renamed the country with 50 states. You heard it here on Front Yard Fantasy first.
Front Yard Fantasy first.
And those were the first over-unders correctly guessed, actually.
I know.
Yes.
It's been all wrong so far. And then don't worry, I came in and said a line that both you guys could manipulate or exploit. This is not going well so far.
I had trouble still with your line, so I'm glad that Kelly went first. I was kind of just, going with her vibes. So I was trusting you, Kelly, on this one. So thank you.
I have good vibes.
I can tell. I love it.
Anthony says Josh is reportedly in the best shape of his life.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Skyfish says you should break fake news on the FanDuel feed more often. We really should. We really should. Jay, you're fired. All right, moving on.
Well, no, we need him to bring in the fake reports.
Simon, where did you go? Why are you hiding from us?
I'm in the upside down.
All right, well, we'll get started. You're third anyway. So, Kelly, are you ready for your next poll?
I am always ready.
All right, I like that. I like that attitude. Here we go. Who's drafted first next season? Travis Etienne or Cam Akers? What percentage of the public chose Travis Etienne?
Oh, I saw this poll, but I can't remember what the answer was.
Man.
This is a tough one. A really tough one.
I love that breakdown.
Justin coming in the chat here saying, just want to say that I love Kelly and I'm excited to play against her this year in Scott Fishbowl. You guys in the same division there?
We are Britney Spears.
Oh, that's a good division too.
Yeah, it is.
Oh gosh, this is so hard. How many people picked Travis over Cam? I am going to say 37%.
37%. Right. Joshua.
I don't know why. I'm just like
you're throwing it out
there.
Yeah, I love it. I love the confidence.
A lot of the times, if I don't know, I just go with like my favorite number kind of deal.
It felt good. It came to me in a vision, so I'm going with it.
All right,
I like it.
Josh, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 37%, or directly on? Can't forget the Queen Bee rule.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks for bringing it up. So going into this season, Cam Akers was being drafted as a 2nd-round pick, right? And Travis Etienne, he was like a 5th, 6th-round pick. Now they're both out for the season. Cam Akers' injury is a little more serious. The running backs coming back from the Achilles injury makes people nervous. Travis Etienne's injury, on the other hand, I think it's kind of, while it's not a good one, right? I think people are expecting him to be back and ready to go for week 1 next season, which brings it closer together. If they had the same injury, I would definitely be picking Cam Akers here. I will take, I'll take the over. I think that, that sucks. That was a good line. I'll take the over here. I think that people are going to be more excited about Travis Etienne going into next season, but I don't think it's going to be quite all the way on the Cam Akers side or the Travis Etienne side. So I'll take the over though.
All right, taking the over. Simon, you taking the over or under on Kelly's guess of 37%?
I'm going to take the over as well. I think maybe if this was like explicitly stated dynasty that I would take the under. I think maybe at that point, like a little bit more time, not just next season, Cam Akers could gain some of that that value back over time. But looking just the next season, there's not even a guarantee Akers is back and ready to start. I'm going to take the over. I think it might even be on the Travis Etienne side right now.
All right. Simon and Josh both taking the over on Kelly's guess of 30. Your guess was
37%. 3s and 7s.
And 37. Anthony, you're 45%. Craig, 60%. I love that they both still do A. Like we can't figure it out. We're too done. Look, they even got Albert doing it. 23%. And Jay with 52%.
I just want to make sure that they know what we're talking about.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, because when they get it exactly right, they don't want us saying, "Oh you meant B."
Swampy. Sorry.
Prue with 61%. Swamp. What up, Swamp?
What's up, Swamp?
He said self-service is spotty and predicted we won't have power for at least 3 weeks. Wow.
Where?
Wow.
He's in
live in America?
In NOLA. In New Orleans with the hurricane that just hit.
It sucks.
Yeah, make sure you're staying safe, Swamp. And let us know if there's anything we can do to help. I don't know what that would be.
Simon's an electrical engineer, so theoretically, he can fix your power.
Simon has an electrical engineering degree. There is a big difference.
Yes,
I just want to make that very clear. I got the degree very painstakingly, and that's the end of that saga.
And that's the end of that. And Swamp gets 59%. All right. Well, the actual percentage that chose Travis Etienne as who's drafted first next season, it's a weird way to word that, is Kelly, your intuition, 39%.
Yeah! Oh, the overs were good too. So
the overs were good, but you just nearly missed it by 2%, which gives you 5 points.
I thought she was about to get it spot on when you said that.
Me too.
She's just like, I don't know where it came from.
And you brought up
I had
the
a vision. I was like,
rule
oh my God.
Going into that after she said it. So I was like, wait a second.
I should have done it.
Is Jail baiting us? Is he trying to Jail? I don't know why this reminded me of that, but yesterday I was on the DTFF podcast and they were talking about how we first got into fantasy. And I was saying, like, I played fantasy in high school, but like my first year really getting into it, Jail and I joined a keeper league together. And we went to this live draft, had a lot of fun. We were driving home talking about it kind of late at night in my minivan. And then all of a sudden a possum leaps in front of my car. I nail it full speed and Jalen and I just start screaming at the top of our lungs. And then I said, and here we are now. And that's the story of how I got into fantasy.
And that's how I fell in love with fantasy.
Murdered one possum. And that's how my fantasy journey started.
Oh my God, the possum is back! Did you just tune in, Jake? Did you just tune in for that story somehow?
No, he's are you just every day?
Are you just lurking in the shadows every day like a weirdo?
Are you following a possum an hour on Twitter?
No, is that a thing I should follow?
It is a thing. It makes me happy when I'm feeling sad. I go look at it. They post a possum every hour.
That is so. How did they figure out like this is a niche? We're just gonna
possum every hour.
People are about their possums.
Jake says I tuned in just in time for the possum again. I love it. That's amazing. It's meant to be.
They talk about that story every show.
Yeah, go check out that episode. I'll throw it on our guest appearances on our channel. But Drinking and Talking Fantasy, excellent channel.
With an excellent host over there.
I have my YouTube alert set up to tell me anytime someone says possum. Probably not often. It's just Simon and I every day. God. Awesome.
That poor and Kelly possum. Occasionally when there's like a really good possum on Possums every hour, she brings it up and then they'll cut to her.
You got to see this.
I just followed them, Kelly. I just followed Possums every hour. Hopefully that'll bring some possum happiness to my day.
It will. I'm confident.
All right, Kelly and Josh are tied with 8 points. Simon is bringing up the rear with 3 points. And we're on to you, Josh.
First one. Yes.
Second poll.
Hit me.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. Here it is. What percentage total team running back fantasy points will Gus Edwards account for? 75%, 67%, or 50%? What percentage of the public chose 75%?
It's kind of a weird question, huh? Because there's other options other than 75, 67, 50%, aren't there?
Well, that's
I got it. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. I gotta assume that at this point, with the Ravens not signing anyone new, that it's going to be pretty high. I would guess, like realistically, it's probably closer to 67%, but something is telling me that the majority of people are going to say 75%. I think it's going to be kind of close. If we broke this down in the thirds, it'd be 33% each, 33.333. Let's just go with 36%.
36%.
36%.
36%.
Even though I think it. I won't say it.
I've somehow done it again. That I've made this confusing because the poll has percentages in it.
It's all good. I like it.
How have I done this twice in the same show? All right, Simon. Do you think the actual percentage is over or under 36%?
If they said what percentage of total team rushing fantasy points will Gus Edwards account for, it would be much lower. But since it specifies running back rushing points, I think most people are going to say 75%. There's a lot of hype around them. What's his competition? Justice Hill and Tyson Williams are the competition in that backfield. So I'll take the over, and I think by quite a bit. Hopefully Josh gets no points this round.
Don't put that evil on me, Simon.
Simon taking the over. Kelly, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 36%?
First of all, I'm on the bus.
The Gus bus.
The Gus bus.
Yeah. But being that we aren't talking about like trying to guess the total of number of points, just whatever percentage of the total points, I'm going to go with the over because it could be 14. We don't know. It could be 14 points all season. It could be 114 points all season. But I'm going to guess he's going to get the majority of them, and Twitter agrees.
All right. Kelly and Simon both taking
give me some points. Just give me some points.
Jay says Patrick
Get
Mahomes.
out of here, Jay. Get out of here.
Go home, Jay.
You're drunk.
We got Prune here, 49%. Anthony with 24%. Craig with 45%. Burner with 24%.
I don't
copying
like these
Anthony. Think for yourself, Burner. 69%. Probably copy that from someone else. Get a life, Burner. And then Jay with 40%.
I like that. I like 40% a lot.
Well, the actual percentage of people who chose the 75% option as the percentage of total team running back fantasy points that Gus Edwards will account for, it's 12%.
What?
I'm on the bus alone.
49% chose 67%.
This is crazy.
And 39% chose 50%.
How many chose 67?
49%.
Wow. I said it. I said it's probably going to be closer to 67 in my mind, but I just felt like the general perception of Gus Edwards right now is like he's the replacement for JK, and there's no other JK. So
I feel like people read it as percentage of points he'll account for, not running back points. But okay,
it's possible. Maybe not the best poll. Skunked everybody.
Hey,
except for
if I saw this poll,
Anthony and Burner.
I would have guessed 67%. Or I would have voted for 67%. Is what I'm saying.
You probably picked C on all multiple choice.
You did. So. He does. He does. 100%.
No. How are you reading my mind? You read my mind? That's what I just go with. You know,
nice job, Anthony.
Clever design. You know,
clever, nice little picture.
Yeah. Also,
Anthony missed it. It was 12%. And Prue said people cannot read. So that there might have been some of that in there as well. Or 67% and 75% aren't that far away. And maybe Twitter isn't as reactionary as we thought. Maybe you put them in different order. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, we're moving on. Simon has one more poll, and then we will have a final poll. Simon, are you ready for yours?
I needed that round where you guys got skunked. Like that was very important for my game right here. So now I'm back in it. It would have been better had I scored points, but you guys didn't, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's get that last poll.
All right, here it is. Which tight end is most likely to finish in the top 5 this season? Tyler Higbee, Mike Gesicki, Irv Smith Jr., or Jonnu Smith? What percentage of the public chose Tyler Higbee?
So I'm guessing this was before Irv Smith got injured.
This was from 4 days ago.
Can you remember when the Irv Smith?
It was about. It was like so. 4 days ago it was like Friday or Saturday, and it was announced late Saturday, I think. So
before.
Okay, so this was before Irv got injured. And you want me to tell you Tyler Higbee? I think the two most popular answers are going to be Higbee and Jonnu, probably with Jonnu leading the charge. And I think by a decent margin at this point. I'll say 24% chose Tyler Higbee.
24%. All right, Kelly, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 24%?
I agree that those are the two most popular choices. How much more popular? I'm going to go over.
You go over. All right, Joshua, over or under 24%?
I could see Mike Gesicki being up there in this poll. I'm gonna take. Hate this. I'll take the over as well. I'll take the over as well. I don't think it. I think it was a good guess.
I feel like you've tailed Kelly's picks
good vibes
on the two Simon polls.
I do think that Higbee is going to get more. We did 25, 25, 25, 25, right? Just to separate them all out evenly. I think Higbee is elevated a little bit. I think it's going to be just over Simon's guess, probably like 27%.
All right. Let's see. So both Kelly and Josh taking the over on Simon's guess of 24%. Let's see. We got a guess here, 12%. Nice job, Jay. Craig with 20%.
Why is that nice? Why is that
Anthony,
nice?
44%.
Why is 12% nice?
1%. Blech. I don't know, Josh. Why is it?
You tell me, JL. You're the one that said it.
I will tell you, Josh.
All right.
Well, the actual percentage of the public that chose Tyler Higbee as the tight end that they think will most likely finish in the top 5 this season is 41%.
Woo!
Okay. Not a nice guess, Jay. Get out of here.
So very bad guess.
Points.
Wait, it actually was. Oh no, sorry. He did say 40 before. I don't know if that was the last.
I think that was the last poll.
Yeah.
That was the last poll. Anthony was quite close, though, with his guess of 44%. Nice job on that one, Anthony. Almost nailed it on the head, and I put myself in a position where I have to get the last one exactly right to win.
Yes, I think I actually had the incorrect score up here, so I will fix that. Let's see.
Should be 10 to 3, I believe.
Now, Josh actually only has 9.
No.
No. But you do.
But
Kelly is in the lead with 10. Josh is following not very far behind.
But I actually have 10, JL.
Do you?
We both had 8 going into that last round.
I know, but I said the score I wrote was wrong. I had it wrong the last round, so I had to fix it this round. You had
6 before that, and I got the over-under. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, then I typed something wrong at some point. In your second poll, you were 7 percentage points off, which gave you 3, and then you correctly guessed the over-under twice. 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7.
Yeah.
Man.
There you go.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to get the spot on and win the game. So, yeah.
We'll see. Never done it before. No, you probably have. I don't know. All right. Are you all ready for your last poll?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get in there.
All right. Reminder, everyone is going to give a percentage this round. Kelly, do you have pen and paper? Or if not, it's okay.
I do. Hold, please. Look up my nose while I get a piece of paper.
Perfect.
Bats in the cave? Nope, no bats in the cave.
Yeah, very, very clean. Very, very good nostrils.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could not do that with my nose.
I know. Maria is like, every night I'm just like, you got a booger in your nose. I'm like, no, I don't. Stop. Stop looking up there. All right. Well, here is your poll. The best QB wide receiver duo in 2021 is going to be blank. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, or Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley. What percentage of the public chose Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams as the best QB wide receiver duo in 2021? Now write down your answers. Don't say them out loud, and we will reveal momentarily.
And it wasn't phrased in a fantasy context.
Nope. This is what I got.
Okay. Huh.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready as well.
Now we're just waiting for you, Jeff.
Okay, here we go. I got it.
Anthony. In the chat, we'll put it up. Also, Jay said Simon has olive oil in his nose. That was one time, Jay. That is one time that I have.
That was his chin.
And it was my everywhere. Chin. You know what? Yeah, there truly was olive oil all over my face. I just found it on my chin.
All right, Josh, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, we'll go in order of score here. Simon, reveal your answer now. 33%.
Beautiful nails, Simon. Beautiful nails.
Simon with 33%. Josh?
33.
27.
My favorite number.
All right, and Kelly.
43. We all gave each other a little bit of room to breathe here.
I'm nervous.
Oh, I need it exactly right.
All right.
Smirk over there. I don't know. Maybe it's exactly right.
Come on.
Could be.
I love to win.
Some good guesses. Anthony says 29%. And then Jay says 30%. Burner with 21%. Craig, 15%. And then Jay says Kelly should win because of extra decorations on her guess.
Absolutely.
True.
They were good decorations.
And then Dan says, whatever Jay Wall says. Percentage. All right. Well, the actual percentage that chose Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams as the best quarterback wide receiver duo in 2021 is 43%. Kelly,
what?
You nailed it. You nailed it on the head. 10 points.
She said
awarded to Gryffindor. Amazing.
Oh my God. It was
Kelly, you killed us.
Kelly's got the
Simon got 3 points. Kelly, you destroyed them.
Wow.
Well, not only did you destroy us, Kelly, Simon had one of the worst games he's ever had in his life.
I think his worst ever was 2. So this is slightly better.
Gail's keeping track.
I think because I had a similar one. I also had it too.
Fair enough.
Resounding wows from the chat. Jay said, wow. Anthony said, wow. Boom. Holy poop. Kelly wins. She drops a 20. Bird up. Wow. Crushed it. Let's go. She beat them combined. Fatality. I was just rapid firing through all of those.
Too. Like
finish them. It's funny. I actually had the wrong percentage wrote down whenever I was getting this poll ready, and so I had 41% written down, and then you said 43, and I like to just double check, before I do the whole reveal or whatever. And I was like, wait, that says 43. She nailed it. You helped correct me.
Love winning, so I'm thrilled to have been here as your guest and won handily.
You did.
I hope you have me back
Kelly,
again.
Right? Don't rub it in.
Anytime. Yeah,
no, you're coming back whether you want to or not because we need our redemption. That's how it works. Kelly, you not only won, you absolutely dominated. But even though you came in and humiliated us at our own game, it's been awesome having you on as a guest. And everybody watching, if you do not already follow Kelly on Twitter, go follow her at Kelly in Phoenix and make sure you check out the writing that she's doing for the commish. You can find her work at thecomishbrand.com. Kelly, thank you so much again. And dominant poll perception performance. What a debut.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I mean, I'm furious, but
good job.
I
Craig,
like that one comment. It could be me versus everyone.
Yeah, it might as well be.
Do that.
Those Mario Party mini games, 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4.
Don't do teams, just do Kelly versus all. 100%. That would have been more fair. Honestly, it still wouldn't have even been close, Josh. Like we still would have been more than one question away from beating her if you combined our scores.
I realized that. We're done.
Great game though, Kelly, and it looks like everyone in the chat is celebrating your victory. But I think that is it for us today, guys. We are going to get out of here. Before we do that, though, I want to remind everyone to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We're on YouTube at Front Yard Fantasy. It means a ton to us, and you can make sure you never miss another one of these shows again. We're playing games all the time.
All the time.
Josh, you were telling me about something right before the stream started.
Well, we were talking about Jameis Winston, and trading makes fantasy fun. That's actually what we were talking about. Let's go. All right.
Trading makes fantasy fun. That's it for us today, guys. Until tomorrow. Adios, everyone.
Bye-bye.